Hey, Watch Fanatics, this is Ariel Soltura with WatchReport.com. Today I have the Borealis Sea Dragon. As always, before we get started, like us on Facebook and Instagram. We'll feature a lot of the watches that you guys are dying to wear. So, let's jump right in. So, Borealis is a name that has kind of been synonymous with quality and value. I see it talked about all the times on the forums. Why? Because they do deliver an awesome product at a pauper's price point. Now, in November of 2014, I reviewed the Scout Sniper. You guys were awesome, left a lot of great comments, and many said that y'all purchased them because of the review. I hope that has definitely lived up to exactly that, everything that I said in the review, and I know that you guys are enjoying them. I see them, I read your post, and again, keep them coming. So the box that this arrived in is sitting back here, but it's no different than the one that arrived in the Scout Sniper, so we're going to skip right over that and get to all the good stuff, the meat and potatoes of it. So case diameter is 44 millimeters. Your case height is 14.5. Your lug to lug on it is going to be 22. Excuse me, your lug is going to be 22, and your lug to lug is 50.5. Strap on it is your PU rubber, high quality premium leather strap that I have sitting back here. And your movement, 9015 Miyota, Japanese built, crystal sapphire with inner outer reflective coating. Your water resistance, that says there in the dial, is 300 meters, and the retail price is 315 small ones. So the Borealis Sea Dragon is available in 4 distinct colors. You're going to have your black dial with your orange markers. You're going to have your orange dial with black markers, white dial, blue markers, and the one that I'm reviewing, of course, today is the gray dial with the orange markers. Now, all of those share one common theme but one, which is the PVD coated bezel, except the white one. The white one's actually going to come with stainless steel, and I am really digging that. I think I'm going to purchase that one as soon as this review is over. So I'll let you know whenever I receive that watch, and hopefully post a lot of pictures up on our Instagram. So as mentioned above, the Sea Dragon does have a gray matte dial. It's going to make the Doxa-esque markers that you see on there, the orange, really stand out. Now, orange is the most visible color underwater as the colors begin to absorb into their surroundings. Now, at 20 meters down, it's not going to look so orange, but you're still going to have extremely visible dial if you have the orange dial or markers. Now, the boldness of each marker, I said that it really does overpower the dial, but that's what it's supposed to do. This is a diver's dive watch. Now, you're going to have that bold paddle hour hand. Now, the movement, I'll kind of get it started here. Is that Miyota 9015 that we talked about. It's obviously getting that orange minute hand, that orange second hand to traverse the dial. Now, one thing I didn't mention in the review that I really do think that they could have left out, if you notice, right below each marker, it'll have a little numerical designation. They're so little, and they just really, I think they could have left them off. But again, I know that I don't even think they're there. So I don't think it really adds anything to the watch, and I don't think it takes away from the watch. So if you like them, great. No big deal. I think you're just going to get to the point where you don't notice them, much like I don't. Now, again, Japanese 28,800 BPH, so it's a higher beat movement. It's really a movement that's now ingrained itself into the microbrand industry. So it's had no problems. It's a workhorse. People love it. And I don't think anybody's really suffering from the ETA shortage. All right, so 300 meter depth rating, you're going to find that on the dial. Company name on the dial. Really all the pertinence in the fact that this is an automatic watch. Now, one of the key features that sets this watch apart is going to be the two-piece case. It is a shrouded diver, right? For those that are kind of new to this, obviously it just means that there's something around the bezel and the rest of the case. So it is two-piece. You're going to have your hex screws right there that you can take it off. I have not done it. There's no reason to take it off right now because there's nothing to put in its place. So I think eventually, if they want to, they could come up with something like the tunas do, which you have removable, and again, they're aftermarket, but removable shrouds and whatnot, which kind of can give it a different look. So I'm yet to do that. If I find one, I'll definitely let you know on a follow-up. Now, as far as the bezel, it is 120 click PVD coated. The numerals on it are loomed, as are the numerals inside of the watch on the dial. Now they're going to be that bluish green look. So it is BGW9. Love the way it looks. I did give it a nice blast last night, and that BGW9 does last all night. I really like that bluish green look, so I think I'm going to try to acquire more watches with it now. If you're a loom junkie, this is definitely an awesome watch to have as well. I've made mention in the past that in recent times, loom junkies have definitely come out of the woodworks, and it's something that they expect. And I think that Borealis is delivering on what you guys are wanting. So they're obviously listening to you, and this has loom galore. Now, go back to the shrouded part. It's got really nice, big fat teeth on the bezel, and you're only going to be able to access the bezel, again, going back to the shroud, between the 12 o'clock and the 3, and between the 6 and the 9. So if you notice, those are where the openings are. You can't access it there. Can't access it there. And again, the 12 to the 3. So really nice. As far as the crown, it's in the 4 o'clock position, as is the date aperture. You're going to have that nice, bold 22 there. It's got nice crisp markers, and the black behind it made it very legible. Now, if you notice, it is extremely well squared off. So you're not going to have that thing that a lot of people complain about, that it's not squared off. So again, I found no problem with that. Crown is a high polish. It's a signed, see if I can get it there. It's a signed crown, high polish. Does give it a little bit of the bling to the watch, which matches nicely to the beveled edges on the case. Now, as far as the lugs, they are turned down. If you notice, they add a lot of wearability to the watch, and they're also drilled through. So again, I think that Borealis did a good job in listening to what you guys wanted. Flat sapphire, it's coated with anti-reflective coating, and again, finishes off the package nicely. As far as what comes with it, as far as the straps, you're going to have your high quality leather strap. If you notice, it does have kind of a vintage look to it. I'm not much of a strap guy. I do have a couple strap makers that I go crazy for, and if they make me a strap, then I think it's awesome. But really, any other strap that comes with another watch, I'm not a fan of. The PU rubber, it's polyurethane. It is, if you notice, remember, inspired. I said they're all about inspiration at Borealis from other brands, and really they don't apologize for it, which is okay. They're upfront about it. So this is an isoframe-ish type strap. In no way, shape, or form does it feel like a genuine isoframe. If you notice right there, it is kind of a lint magnet. But again, if you're just looking to buy the watch and maybe in the future get you a nice isoframe, you can definitely do that. Because remember, guys, the price on this watch is only $315. So let's turn it around. Look at the case back real quick. It's going to have that same mermaid that I showed you guys in the Scout Sniper review. The only difference is the case back, which is screw down, of course, is going to be much thinner, and it's going to be brushed versus the high polish that was on it the last time. So, and again, this is not knocking Borealis by any means, because they use a PU rubber. It's actually used quite often, and again, it helps keep the cost down. So it's up to you really to kind of, trick it out to however it is that you think it should go. Personally, I feel that a really nice ISO frame. I've had it on there. In fact, I had it on. I took it off for the review because I definitely want to review it as the company intended. And but I'm going to definitely put it back on. If you notice, it's got a nice signed buckle. Same with the leather strap here. Nice signed buckle as well. So if it's good enough for you, then I think you're just gonna be happy with the watch, and I think the straps will come. Of course, the Sea Dragon here is the second installment of what I am reviewing for Borealis. I do have a third in hand. I think you guys are going to love that watch too, but it definitely makes me more confident to be able to tell you guys that this is a company that is really doing things right consistently, because I think it's important to note that you could do something right now and their second rendition might be completely crap. It might be, totally, they realize they had to cut costs or whatnot. Borealis hasn't done that. Every time that I've held a product in their hand, in my hand, and I review it from at least my standpoint, I can definitely tell it's built on quality. Now, of course, if you go to their website, they're going to sit there and say that they do produce professional, reliable, affordable dive watches. I can tell you that it's extremely apparent, and from the looks of it, it doesn't look like they really have any signs of slowing down. So, last thing that I want to do is a wrist shot. You guys asked for it, and I apologize. I do often forget to do that. I do those in the pictures, but I'm going to try to do a live wrist shot here on camera. So, give me a second. Strap it on. Almost done, guys. Bear with me. There it is right there. Let me do this and see if I can get a little. There it is. So, a nice looking dive watch. My wrist is 7.5, just for reference. You're going to have your buckle. I left it a little loose on me, so I could turn it around if I needed to for the light, but there it is, guys. So again, I hope you enjoyed the review, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down in the comment section. And of course, thank you to Borealis for yet providing another incredible watch that I was able to wear and bring to you guys. So this is Ariel Soltura signing